Going live, going live. Hey, what's going on, guys? We are back with another live stream. How's everyone's day going so far? Hopefully, y'all are doing great. I'm glad to be here, man. I am absolutely glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. How's everyone's day going so far? Hopefully, your days are going fantastic. Hopefully, I got to see you last night during last night's No Flightless live stream. Again, working title still in progress. We're going to end up changing the name to something else. To what it's going to be, I honestly have no idea. But again, working title. But yeah, if not, welcome. Hopefully, you guys are tuned in for today's stream. Let's see here, already have 4 likes. Again, not too many people right now. It's all right, though. We're going to share this around with as many people as we know. Remember, going back to the old schedule, trying to do as many streams per day as much as we possibly can. And you guys see the title of the live stream itself, Airsofters here to help noobs. Let's see who first and foremost. We got in the chat so far. James Chalika's good to see you as well, man. Potato Zero, hello, hi. Airsoft, yes, I am Mr. Airsoft. Can you imagine? I'm Mr. Airsoft. What's going on, man? James, good to see you as well. Barb King, yo, it's good to see you, man. Jaw, what's up, dude? Good to see you as well. Garland Freeman, hello. Dude, the Y-Flex and you got, dude, I'm so happy that both of you guys actually really enjoy that one. Because, yeah, again, I don't normally do that. We won't discuss it too much in detail, right? We don't want everyone to think they can do it. But I'm glad that we were able to go ahead and, get you taken care of, man. Get you taken care of and get you a gun that both you and the missus do enjoy. Dude, that thing shoots fast, man. Those Zon arms, man, they don't mess around. Zon arms are fucking dope, man. I'm so glad that you were able to get that one. And it's actually, believe it or not, that's actually my favorite color variation out of all of them. That sort of bronzish color, that finish is just gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Experimental DNA, hello. Good to see you as well. Man. I want to be an East Coast Mayo Gang rep built in Jack's floor. Actually, that'd be pretty damn cool. I mean, basically, everyone that is here right now watching these live streams, if you're out there on the field being a really, really good player to your fellow Airsofters, you're part of the Mayo Gang. You know, if you shop at Airsoft GI, you're part of the Mayo Gang. If you're on our Discord server, you're part of the Mayo Gang. If you watch these live streams, you're part of the Mayo Gang. There is no prerequisite, per se, like that's super strict in order to be part of this community. You just have to be a part of the community itself. Nothing sucks more than just someone that, just shops and then doesn't do anything. Doesn't communicate with other members of the community, doesn't socialize at all, doesn't partake in any events or any live streams or giveaways, nothing like that. Like, if they're not doing anything like that, then yeah, it's going to be a little harder to really consider yourself one. But honestly, it's always an open invitation for anyone that's out there right now in their local Airsoft community that's spreading the word about Airsoft GI. At the end of the day, you are doing the Lord's work, doing the Lord Cisco's work. And that's honestly all we can really ask of you guys, and it's really, really appreciated. You know what else is appreciated? Making sure you leave a like on this live stream. See that we're at 19 viewers. I know we were at 20-something earlier, but only 9 likes. Make sure to bump up those likes. Remember, the likes lets us know if you guys want us to continue with these live streams, trying to do as many Q&As and helping you guys out as much as possible. Now, during the duration of this live stream, I am going to have promotions going on as well. Right, of course, every 50 is going to be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. That's going to be the biggest one that we're going to be doing for right now. Every 50 gets you 5. We're going to keep it simple for this live stream. Again, this is a Q&A live stream, so if you do have any Airsoft-related questions, maybe you guys wanted to get some more information on certain things that we carry on our website, you guys are more than welcome to do so. Feel free to go ahead and ask away, but remember, just make sure that you are, again, putting it into the live chat specifically. Putting it into the live chat specifically with the letter Q right in front of your question, so it makes it a lot easier for me to spot and identify. Remember, take advantage of promotions that are going on right now if you want to get the maximum amount of entries into the shopping spree giveaway going on tomorrow for $500. Now, that's an absolutely insane prize pot that anyone can win, and you can do a lot of damage with $500. We have a ton of new products that are available as well. I will be leaving a link to all of that into the live chat right now for all your viewing pleasures as well. I'll be putting that there as well. But remember, every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. I won't be able to go ahead and do shout-outs as of right now, just because, again, I'm not able to go ahead and see if the orders are actually going through. But, I'm letting you guys know, again, this is the time to get your orders in through Airsoft GI. Now is the time, right now. DJ, good to see you as well, my man. Always happy to have you. Mr. Savage 710, hello. Auto Tune, what's up? Your video is going to help me replace my inner barrel and hop up because mine is buns. I think you mean duns, right? So thank you. No worries, man. I love being able to be background noise for all of you guys. If anyone finds any comfort in listening to my voice, that's honestly honestly all I can ask for. Gizmo, good to see you as well. I'm glad we got more people. Fish Stickum, hello. New stream time. Yeah, basically we're gonna end up moving the live streams to 3:30 to about 4:30 within that hour time frame, just because it's going to work out with the scheduling wise with everyone else here with staff on hand. It works out better this way for us. But you know what? Hey, if anything, this gives more of the East Coast people more of a reason to chime in. I'm just saying. We try to help you out as much as we possibly can, my East Coast people, and maybe some of you just don't know. I don't know what might be going on, but we're gonna try to help you out as well. Again, I put these promotions up there for everyone to take advantage of. I want everyone to have the maximum amount of opportunity to win. Which also, I'm gonna leave a link as well to our current mystery box, the 900K celebration mystery box, absolutely banger mystery box, loaded with top tier prizes for a dirt cheap price, right? Absolutely banging. $199, bro. That's nothing, man. That's nothing. And you get multiple entries into the shopping, 20 to be specific. And again, awesome prizes. No joke. This is the mystery box you're gonna want to pick up. But all right, without further ado, if you guys do have any airsoft related questions, put the letter Q right in front of your question. Or if you just want to ask me personal stuff, you guys are more than welcome to do so. We're gonna be streaming until 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I strongly recommend that you take advantage of this now while you guys can. Actually, last night, we actually also talked about the latest YouTube video going on as well. Things that we do, or don't do rather, that actually do more damage to the airsoft community, to the growth of airsoft, that we might not even realize that we're actually doing. This is actually a main video that was released as of last week. This is our latest upload. If you haven't seen it, make sure to go and check it out. Leave a like on there, comment on it. Of course, make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell icon, all that good jazz, right? But the topic of the video was, again, things that we do that are damaging to the airsoft community, but maybe not the so obvious ones, right? Not the so obvious ones. People are under the assumption that just because they're not the ones that are doing, recording like cheater videos and uploading them to YouTube, that as long as they're not doing that, then that's pretty much all that they can really expect, right? That's pretty much all that they should be doing in order to help airsoft grow or to be a good airsofter. Not necessarily so. But while making sure that you don't do that is definitely a very big thing, and we always appreciate that, especially for any smaller content creators out there in airsoft that want to get their start, but are looking for an easier way to get more views. It can be very tempting to go down that rabbit hole, go down that route, right? Of just putting an airsoft fight video, an airsoft cheating video, because it gets views. I understand that. Trust me, we are well aware of how many views a lot of those videos get. It's unfortunate that that's what Airsoft does. And I blame content creators to an extent because I understand. Obviously, it's hard, in that space to get enough attention and get enough people watching your content, get enough views. It's rough. So you're going to go with the easiest thing, right? The lowest hanging fruit. I get it, but it does way more harm. And I wish more people realize that even just watching videos like that actually does a lot of damage, right? Because now you are now just at that point encouraging said behavior, right? Instead, what I would usually suggest, if you do come across that, right, for anyone that missed out last night's stream, again, the biggest piece of advice that I can give you, the biggest takeaway from that was, again, to make sure that you don't watch that content. I can't tell you what you can and can't watch, but if you do care about the continued longevity of airsoft and the lifespan that it has, you do need to make sure that you stay clear of those types of videos. It sucks to say, but it really does need to come down to that, because if you continue to watch content like that, it's going to keep giving you the recommended. It's just going to be feeding what the current algorithm is, which is airsoft fights, airsoft cheaters, airsoft freakouts, mag dump videos like those. That's terrible. It's because people watch that and then now they're not going to want to play. Kids are going to look at this and not take it seriously. They're not going to want to go out and play. Or it's worst case scenario, it's going to end up attracting the wrong type of crowd. It's going to end up attracting the wrong type of people you want playing this hobby, and it's going to kill it for basically everyone else, because now this is what airsoft has turned into, right? That's one thing that we kind of went over, and that's still something I always want to try to remind people about not to do, because again, it is really, really easy to fall down that slippery slope, Mech Rebellion got my 900K box. It was not a top prize, but still cool. Hey, Mech Rebellion, honestly, just the fact that with the mystery box, even the lowest costing prize is equal to the cost of the box itself, it's never a loss. It's never going to end up being a loss. And I'm glad you're happy with your prize, man. What did you end up getting, Mech Rebellion, if you don't mind me asking? I'm actually genuinely curious. I ordered 3 things last Tuesday in a steel pack crossing. Is this normal? Dane Mitchell. Yes, it depends on what the items actually are. If they are coming from a different warehouse, it can take a few more business days to go ahead and process. Now, feel free to go ahead and message us using the live chat function on our website. It's the nice little orange little icon that you see in the bottom left-hand corner. You can actually see it, or bottom right-hand corner of the website. You should be able to see it right there. Message that, hit that up button, and you'll be able to go ahead and send a message out to any one of us at Airsoft GI, and we'll be able to go ahead and give you a status update as to what might be going on specifically with your order. If there might be some sort of problem, maybe you didn't get the email, we can totally get that addressed there. But yeah, feel free to go ahead and use it. Don't worry, you will get your orders and all the things that you do indeed order. Tom B, I just ordered a 129 mystery box yesterday, hoping for the best. Tom B, if you are who I think you are, I might have already created the order for your mystery box. Depends on the mystery box, though. Depends on the mystery box. If it's a YouTube unboxing mystery box, like one of these guys, here, let's just go ahead and pull that up. Let's see here. This is another banging mystery box if you guys want to go and check these out, too. These are also some of my favorites. These are the ones that I actually put together, too. Bossman, myself, Cisco, even Boaz will put together our private collection mystery boxes and our YouTube unboxing mystery box. So just type in YouTube unboxing, and they should all show up, every single variation of them. Because they go in tiers, too. There's the regular, there's the bigger, and then there's the premium, right? So those are all freaking big. Why is it taking so long for it to load? There we go. There we go, yeah. These are all really, really cool. All the ones that say YouTube unboxing mystery boxes, yeah, those are bangers. Those are certifiable bangers. These are really, really cool, too. If it's one of those, or maybe even the Mayo Gang Airsoft pistol mystery box, that bad boy, too, is also another banger as well. That one's really cool. Those are sick. It's one of those boxes that I pulled fairly recently, I actually might have built the order for it, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be very happy with what it is you get, man. I'm always doing what I can to make sure that I try to grant everyone's request when it comes to mystery boxes. Because remember, when it comes to these types of mystery boxes, not ones with preset prize lists. These, there's nothing we can do. We don't take requests on those. These, you get what you get. You know what I mean? We got to keep it fair. We got to keep it random for everyone. But when it comes to these types of mystery boxes, the YouTube unboxing mystery boxes, where there's no preset prize list, yeah, I try to listen to everyone's request as much as I possibly can. Obviously, there will be some people that will order a pistol mystery box and then ask for, like, can I get a full metal M4? And I'm like, my guy, this was a pistol mystery box. You know what I mean? That's not how this goes, right? Obviously, I can't do that. Or someone will ask, hey, can I get an LMG? Right? And they have, they'll request one that's like $500, right? I'm like, okay, which mystery box do they get? They get one that was like $170. I'm like, dog, come on, like, be realistic here. You know what I mean? I have limitations, but I do indeed try my best to grant everyone's wish as much as I possibly can. Sometimes I will even go over budget because I do try to help you guys out as much as I possibly can. So some of the internals of the extra versatile, and you said a list of stuff in motor place. Okay, Happy Ghost Ninja, good to see you again, man. Hey, that's what's up, man. Good to see you as well. Good in store, and I was asking about the internals of the Arcturus versatile, and you said a list of stuffs like motor, piston, and gears. What products would you suggest? There are a variety of different options you have available, Happy Ghost Ninja, on our website. You can go literally just, let's see, internal parts, for example, right? Or if you just want to, all these are separated. You can look up something like, piston. Again, my only recommendations was that it was a full metal piston at that point. Which one is going to be up to your budget? Which one you prefer? I mean, as far as brands that I've gone with, honestly, I've gone with Solink, I've gone with SHS. Bear in mind, a lot of this stuff is going to come from pretty much the same OEMs. There's going to be a lot of different, relabeling that goes on in Airsoft. But ones that I've used, SHS, I've used the OG JG Red Piston. Do you guys remember that one? I remember using that one a long time ago. I have that one. Solink actually makes a pretty decent one as well. As long as it's full metal rack, then that's pretty much the biggest guideline that you need for you. Obviously, making sure it's for the correct, gearbox, obviously. What else would I would say at that point? Yeah, gear set, same thing. Version 2, version 3 gear set, I would say something that's depends on what you want to do. If you want to stick with your current rate of fire, 18 to 1s. But if you want to increase their rate of fire, man, go with the lower ratio. Again, I've used a lot of different brands before. It's just going to matter of what your budget really has in mind. And of course, making sure you have a tech that knows what they're doing when they do the installation for all that. 2 months says, Miguel, yes, I have seen your comments on YouTube. Yes, like I said in the YouTube comments, you are more than welcome to message us on our live chat function, and we can definitely help you out, man. We don't mind helping you out. We want to make sure that if there's any sort of problems that go on, yeah, we want to make sure that we get those cleared out. So yeah, if there's an issue, by all means, feel free to go ahead and message us. Live chat function on the website. You can use that. We'll be able to go ahead and help you out probably today as well. Jack CO2 High Kappa. What I saw this was damn. Ordered a speed loader, jack and a hole loader. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Again, use the live chat function on the website. We can help you out, man. I really hate that term. Ghosts don't do. What is that? Shadow ghosts. I really hate that term. What term? What term is he using? What term is it? Us ghosts don't do that. don't do that. Ghost. Yeah, don't ghost me. Yeah, I guess for ghosts that would be considered slander, right? Elemental. Hello, good to see you as well. Creekside Airsoft. Hello to you as well. You guys got to be to the southeast. Here's the thing. Expansion is definitely something that we would love to do, but again, it's not gonna be possible unless we get the support of everyone else, right? Because again, expansion means resources. Resources require money, right? So again, there's no other way around it. We would love to though. If we had the opportunity to, 100%, we would open up another location, right? We'd open up another location, maybe start. I think if there was one that was going to be first, one area that was going to be first target for expansion. If anything, again, I'm just spitballing here, right? I'm just spitballing. Don't think everything I say is matter of fact. But I would say if I had to put money on it, all right, as far as if we were to ever get to that point where we can expand, it would probably be Texas first, and then we would start venturing out even further. Right, love to do Texas again because we had a store up in there. Had to go in and temporarily take it down, but hopefully we can go in and bring it back very soon. But yeah, man, Texas would probably be first, but then we would just maybe start expanding outward. I honestly would also love to do maybe Florida because we're getting more and more people that are in for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe there's something going on in Florida. Floridians want to start playing more Airsoft, I suppose. Not sure what that might be about, but hey, I'm all here for it. I am indeed all here for it. Absolutely, dude. I would love to go ahead and expand to Florida as well and have a store, have a shop out there. Maybe even, begin supplying the airsoft fields out there too, right? Have a little small pro shop. Dude, that'd be awesome. That would absolutely be sick. That would absolutely be amazing. I would love to do that as well. Just see here. Going down. Legend Western went to go, nothing come from it. Miguel, that doesn't really sound like us then. Again, you do it again. Just do it again. Make sure, again, put your order number as well. Again, I'm not sure what might be going on, but yeah. Let's see. If I wanted the best chance to get a random PCC SMG from a mystery box, which one would you recommend? A random PCC or SMG? There's a few that you can probably go with. I would say if you wanted the best chance fish stickum for an SMG, oh God, it's tough because I do want to recommend the Mayo Gang Airsoft pistol mystery box, right? I do want to recommend that one, but at the end of the day too, while you can win an SMG from there, the odds are not going to be as high as compared to other mystery boxes. So I would probably say, the bigger wins, or I would say the premium bigger wins. The bigger wins, I'll leave a link to both of them for you, man. I'll leave a link to both of them, fish stick 'em. Yeah, probably this one because again, with the higher budget, you do get a lot more options available to you. Here's the thing: we always end up going over budget anyway. When it comes to our mystery boxes. Or we just do, right? It's always a thing, right? Right? We always end up going over, but again, with the higher budget means more options. More options is more gooder, right? So that one, bigger wins, 220. Still pretty freaking baller, though. Still pretty freaking cool. Because, again, the higher budget means more options available to you. And the premium. The premium's probably my favorite one, right? The premium is my absolute favorite one because, again, $289, and you actually get, a wide range of, different options that are indeed available to you. This is probably my favorite one because, again, it gives us more stuff to work with. So if you wanted, say, something a little bit more premium, hey, that could be on the table then. That could very well just be on the table at that point. Control V. There we go. Yeah. Put it there. Airsoft just says you and I both shadow. We can text or let me know when you guys are on the grounds in Florida. That I'll let you know because dude, I'm telling you, Shadow Ghost, you Cutter, so many people have been asking for or if Joseph Keen, my man Joseph Keen, I don't know whatever. I don't know what happened to my man Keen. Hopefully he's still around. But yeah, Florida as well. Everyone has just been asking, when are you gonna get a Florida shop? When are you gonna get a Florida shop? That's the next. I think. Texas and then Florida are probably the two biggest spots right now for some reason. I don't know why. I genuinely have no idea what's going on down in Florida, but I'm all here for it. Whatever keeps airsofting alive, man. I don't care where it blooms out to. That'd be really dope. I want to make sure that we nurture that, man. Says yes, Florida, time for Tampa, dude. Yes, 100% crazy. Jay, good to see you. I'm doing good, bro. Yeah, how you doing? Good to see me watching cartoons, dude. That's a vibe right there. XR Preacher, yo, dude, what is going on, man? Because you guys should bring back the no, probably not. Honestly, real estate around there was expensive, my guy. It was expensive. Here's the thing. while the store, if you guys haven't been to the new showroom and lounge, here's the thing. It is indeed smaller. Oh, yeah. No, 100%. It is indeed smaller. And we knew that going into this. But we knew long term it was going to be a much better idea because we are going to be saving money on that front with the amount of space that we currently do have. And not only that, a lot of times, we would have to do a will call order for customers when we were at the Walnut location. Here's the thing. We had space and we had some stuff there, but it was just very hard to meet the demands of the walk-in customer, right? When a lot of customers, when they come in store, I'm not saying that they're impatient per se, but maybe they don't have a lot of time. They go in store because they want that product right there, right now. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, we weren't able to go ahead and satisfy that need with the Walnut location. With this current location, though, dog, the amount of space, the amount of items we carry here is insane. It's absolutely ridiculous how much stuff is actually at this location, right? And that's the way it's honestly going to be, right? Because with the amount of people that now primarily shop online, we got to be able to go ahead and satisfy that need. Remember, we got to evolve or we're going to die. Evolve or die. That's always the motto you got to have when it comes to running a business, man. You got to make sure that you change with the times. You got to save money where you can, right? And make sure you meet the demands of your clients. That's how we keep it going. That's why we're still able to do the shopping spree giveaways. That's why we're still able to go ahead and do all these mystery boxes and do all this stuff, right? And while it does suck that we don't have the biggest storefront, the little showroom area, hey, we never said that we wouldn't be able to go ahead and expand it. We can definitely go ahead and have more rooms for expansion in terms of increasing our layout. Oh, dude, that's 100% on the table. 100%. Absolutely. So, again, if you guys do want to get your orders from Airsoft, if you guys are local, or if you guys want to make the drive out, feel free to swing by the custom showroom and lounge. Very, very cool. Tom B, I fudged the comment on the order, and I forgot about the pistol PC part, but really, like I said, my last sentence of the comment, so be happier. Dude, I'm not going to lie, Tom B, I did do that. I did actually make the order for your mystery box on that one. I did indeed make the order for that one, and oh my god, dude, that actually made me smile. That request, here's the thing, I read your comments, guys. I do indeed read your comments. I laughed so hard when I read your request for all this stuff. I thought that shit was hilarious. That shit made me laugh so hard, dude. Thank you for that. That made my day. But yeah, no, I think you're going to be happy with what it is you get. I did indeed look at your request, and I was able to go ahead and satisfy one of the requests there. So you're solid, man. You're actually going to be set. Honestly, if I got what you got in the mystery box, I'd be fucking stoked. I would 100% be stoked. It's been a little too hot to crank out some games at my local fields. Can't wait for the weather to chill out, dude. Same. I think a few days ago, like on Monday, it was like the hottest day it's been for the entire summer thus far. At least here in SoCal, it's been the hottest it's been. It's brutal, man. Like I want to go, and it sucks because I do want to go out and play, but I hate the sun. I hate the heat. I love playing when it's raining. I love playing out in the cold when it's nice and windy. That's my absolute favorite, dude. That's my favorite time to go out and play because then I can now actually wear multiple layers, right? I can wear my PCC. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very I'm proud of a lot of the loadouts that I put together. But I never really feel like, I feel like I look that cool whenever I wear it. Maybe it's just like a self-confidence type deal. I don't know. But sometimes, especially when it's cold and I get my cold weather gear out, when I put it on, I'm like, damn, I look cool. I look freaking cool. That's absolutely sick. I want my Airsoft and I want it now. That's true. We get a lot of people like that. I will say, we have gotten in the past a lot of people that were, even when we had I don't know, basically everything, at one location, right when we had more stuff available at the other location, it started getting to this point, right, where we'd start getting some people that would actually be, kind of upset at us for, not having the things that there, and it's bro, what do you want us to do? You can get it without paying for shipping, and he's like, oh, I need to go airsofting tonight, and I'm like, I'm sorry, man, there's nothing I can do, and then they would actually get genuinely mad at me. I remember a few times customers would actually get genuinely mad at me because of that. It was rough. It was definitely rough. It's never fun when someone's yelling at you like that. But you know what? I try my best. I can sleep well at night knowing that I tried my best to help him out. If he didn't want the help, he didn't want the help. That's all I can do. You know what I mean? If I get the mystery box in store, do I still wait? So you still have to go ahead and place an order for it because they're not just preset. They are all built to order. They're all built to order. We go down the list and the line of whoever placed their orders first. So if you wanted to, you could buy it in store, but you would still end up basically waiting. You know what I mean? The same amount of time. So there you go. You know what I mean? You can do it, but yeah. No, you don't know. Garland, this man, Garland Freeman, loves to just bust my chops, doesn't he? He just loves to go out and bust my balls, right? And freaking, this guy comes in and harasses me all day when he comes into the shop, man. It's hilarious. It does make me smile, though. It does make me smile, and I do appreciate it. Ants was happier than Leprechaun St. Patrick's Day with that mystery box comment. Dude, it was hilarious. It was so funny, dude. I wish I could. Is there a way, Tom B, for you to put the whole request, that if you remember it, the whole thing on the live chat? That'd be funny, just so everyone can read it, because I thought that was genuinely hilarious. All right, guys, remember, during the duration of this live stream, every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway tomorrow, going on for $500. Don't miss out. Get your orders in now while you can. Now's the time to get that airsoft gun you've been eyeing. If it costs a little over $100, right, then hey, there you go. That's 10 entries into tomorrow's giveaway. 10 chances of winning $500 all for yourself. However, you order this mystery box right here, the 900K. That's automatically 20 entries in addition to a dope airsoft prize for cheap with free shipping. That's freaking sick, dude. That's freaking absolutely insane. Yes, I love how you admit it, too. Yes, I do. Take us on a tour of the warehouse. No, that is a hazard, my guy. I don't want anyone getting run over with a forklift, man. That would be bad. That would absolutely be bad. My buddy has been given it so I don't regret it. Honestly, you're not going to regret it, Tom B. You are not going to regret it. It is worth it. It genuinely, objectively, is worth it. You getting more than what you actually paid for. So there, you got you covered there. I got you. I know. I try to hook everyone up, man. I try to hook up everyone with something dope from there. All the mystery boxes we have are freaking sick. I saw no thanks for recommendations. Yeah, thanks for the recommendation. Just wasn't sure if the better option would be one of the private collection boxes. You could actually. Boaz also does that one too, but I think the YouTube unboxing ones are probably my favorite, to be honest. But you can always go with those, which I have seen your requests, guys, by the way. I have seen your requests. A lot of you guys are looking forward to the re-release of my private collection mystery box, which I am going to be making live very, very soon. So keep an eye out for that one as well. If you guys like the weird, if you guys like the obscure, if you guys want something unique, right, or if you're a fan of, let's say, maybe some LMGs, keep an eye out for my private collection mystery box, which will be going back live again very, very soon. Okay, going down. Sorry, this. But I'm broke. Black Brick, you're fine, dude. Black Brick, you are totally fine. Which, by the way, good to have you as well. Isaias, have you been drinking your water? No, I don't have any water. I don't have any water on me. I am parched like an MFer. I have no water. I am dehydrated. But you know what? It is what it is. We're going to keep powering through. I'll probably drink some as soon as the stream is over. Honestly, what I really need to do, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to pee so bad. I need to pee very badly. But you know what? We're going to hold on to it until the end of the stream. We can make it. No, you do, man. And thanks again, bro. Absolutely. Chris L, best red dot. Ooh, all right. We got a good question here. That's a very interesting question. Remember, guys, if you do have any airsoft-related questions or questions you want to ask me, put the letter Q right in front of your question. Makes it easier for me to spot and identify. But why don't we go ahead and answer? So, Chris L, it depends on what it is that you were looking for. There's a couple factors to take into account. 1, what type of field you're going to. 2, what's your play style. 3, I would say what gun is it going to be going on to as well, because there are some guns that not without a lot of modification can you get an optic or basically any accessory to work on. You know what I mean? It's going to be very difficult to put a red dot on, say, like Type 31, the Arisaka, the Japanese rifle that they used during World War II. Yeah, that'd be very difficult to mount a legit like red dot onto. Not saying impossible, but it's going to take a lot of work to do that. So depends on what you're looking for, but you know, we do have a variety of different optics that we have on the site. Red, green dot sights. It depends, again, what your playstyle is and what you're looking to do with it, right? I would say, you know, something fairly not want to say inconsequential, but something that's very simple to use. You can go with something like, give me a second, I'm going to pull it up right here. It's going to be an example of something to go with. And sort of like T1, T2 style or inspired design is going to be pretty easy to get into. I have my preferences for optics that I like, but this one is pretty popular in terms of design. Yeah, something like, you can go with one of these, right? This one is going to be a fairly inexpensive one, $43.99. That's pretty affordable, honestly. That's really attainable. Something like this, right, is going to work very, very well. I recommend if you are going to get an optic, maybe go for one that is slightly elevated, something that's going to sit a little bit higher on your airsoft gun, just so that it makes it easier when you actually want to ADS. If you want to aim down sights, this is going to be something that I'm going to recommend. There are other brands that you can go with of NC Star Vism, but honestly, for the money, I'd say go for that one, and it's going to work very, very well. You can also go with something like, if you really want like a reflex sight, something along this general design, right? Something like that. Won't be too bad either. My problem with reflex sights like this, for whatever reason, I just noticed they get shot out quite frequently, especially with newer players. Just because, again, maybe they just don't know how to tuck in their gun. I don't know what it might be, but something like this, while they do work very, very well, I would recommend you also pair this with some sort of sight or optics protector, optics cover. You know what I mean? When you're playing, this is a very popular one too. The 2 MOA. These work very, very well. I use a lot of these on like different field-ready combos and different builds that we put together. These work very, very well. And again, you got that same general design, right? Something that's slightly elevated to make it a lot easier for when you're aiming down sights, or if you were to use a PEC box out in front or a laser device, it's not going to get in the way. Whereas if something like this were lower, yeah, you basically wouldn't be able to see shit out of it, because now you got a bunch of stuff all up in the front. So something like that is going to be what I recommend generally for most players. But again, if you need something with a little bit more magnification, hey, maybe go for some type of short dot, maybe some LPVO, something along those lines. It really depends. If you needed something that's going to give you more magnification to see further down range, pop targets from afar, that's what I would recommend you go with. This is good for close to medium range engagements, and that's about it. Anything more, I wouldn't recommend. So, but again, just depends on what you're looking to do with it. Darktree, good to see you as well, man. Gotta go. See you tomorrow's live. Happy Ghost Ninja. Hey, man, I'll be seeing you during tomorrow's live stream as well, man. Cannot wait for that as well. Oh, no. Now you want to give your airsoft away. I see it. Here's the thing. The private collection mystery box is not my actual personal guns, Garland. I don't know where you got that idea from, but the private collection mystery boxes are not literally our private guns. We still like to play. We're still players. We worked hard for those guns. We're not giving those away. But it's going to be the same platforms that we use. So, for example, right, I own a Classic Army FAL, the CA-58. I own one of those, and I think they're very underrated. I think they're very underappreciated. I think it's a very slept-on platform overall, right? So if someone says, hey, I want something cool, like a nice battle rifle, right, maybe you could find yourself opening up an FAL. That would be something that I would, maybe the same brand, same model even, that I personally use, right? You would end up getting one of those potentially. Or maybe, hey, I want to get myself an LMG, right? What do you got that I can use, right? I'm going to do what I can to get you hooked up with a decent LMG, right, to get you started playing, right? I'm going to do what I can, right? But I'm not going to give you my personal ones. Hell no. You don't understand. If some of my stuff is valued at over $2,000, right, for some of my least expensive builds, you know what I mean? I'm not really handing that shit away. Not unless I'm giving that to my kids, if anything. I'm giving that to my next of kin if I die. That's going to be a family heirloom. Maca, that's a funny name. Would you recommend KWA Eve 9 or KWA Eve 4 at all? Yeah, I would, actually. The KWA Eve series, I think, are really, really solid. KWA Eve. Eve 9 and the Eve 4, they're both going to be solid picks, man. They're KWA, the KO series, the KO lineup, or the KWA original. They are going to be you're not M4s, but still have all the creature comforts of an M4. All the conveniences of owning an AR, right, is going to be there, right? While it may not be an exact M4 receiver group, you are still getting something that is going to be very, very familiar, very, very similar. M4 magazines, going to be able to take them all, right? All the original series, they're all very, very convenient, right? I believe those are using the VPS system, if I'm not mistaken, so you should be able to adjust the... Actually, let me double check that. Because if they're not using the VPS, then they believe they're just using a quick change. Let's see here. Yeah, it's the VPS system, so it's adjustable FPS. Those are solid, man. Whether you're doing indoor, outdoors, it don't really matter. I would say, I think Boaz, what he's noticed is that the Eve 9, I think, or the E4, one of them slightly under is the compression is a little low on them, but it still works just fine. It could be better, but honestly, in terms of everything else, you're set, man. The only things that the KWA original series at that point would need, like any other airsoft gun, would be an upgraded barrel, something like a Type 4 inner barrel, 603 Type 4 from probably Unicorn, and then a bucking combo to go with it, and you're set. But even then, I know many guys that just run them completely stock, and they work just fine. They actually hold up very well, even in a competitive sense, right? Those were great. I can't recommend those enough. I think they are solid, and they are still very affordable. They are still very much attainable in today's airsoft climate, right? That's what I would recommend for that. There we go. Okay. 1 second. There we go. Yeah. Wait. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Howdy from NorCal, my boy. 2015 just got me into airsoft by sending me tons of videos from Airsoft and Desert Fox. Many thanks for all the info. Squirrel Master 315. Dude, no worries, man. Absolutely. That's what it's all about, man. I'm just trying to get more new people invested into the hobby, more new people playing. Because without newer players, more people getting invested into the hobby, airsoft will die. I've said this before. If we don't grow, if we don't expand, if we don't move forward, airsoft will die. And I don't want airsoft to die. I want airsoft to continue going. I want airsoft to become a thing where it's, I tell someone I play airsoft and no one's going to be like, oh, what is that? Everyone's going to know what that is. It's going to be one of the most popular hobbies, guys can play with, right? I want that to be a thing. Like, desperately, I want that to be a thing, right? That's why I do everything I can to make sure that happens. So I'm glad that you were able to get in. I'm cool too that your kids are the ones that got you into. That's freaking sick, dude. You gotta play with them. You gotta play with them. That's gonna build memories that they're never gonna forget for the rest of their lives, man. Drink. I wish I could. I wish I actually could, but I don't got no beverages near me. I wish I did. I wish I had a. That's what I love about streaming from home too, is that whenever I feel parched, Jazz always. She fucking comes up. She's the best, dude. Like, she comes in clutch, and she'll always bring me like a water or a LaCroix or something whenever I need it. Oh, dude, it's the best. It's so nice. I don't normally make her serve me or do stuff like that because I'm very much like, no, I got it. I got to do everything in the house. But I'm very much glad that she does do that. It's very, very nice. Very sweet of her. Like the X-Force Red Dot. They actually have the same OEM too. That's another thing that a lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of stuff in airsoft that actually comes from the same factories, but just are under different names too. But yeah, the X-Force, dude, they all work. They're all under that like Atlas Custom Work stuff. They all are fantastic, and they get the job done very well, very, very well. Remember during the duration of the stream, every $50 gets you 5 entries. Don't miss out. Place those orders now while you guys can. Remember, anything $20 or more will automatically get you an entry into tomorrow's giveaway. But you spend more than $50, you're going to be getting very rewarded handsomely. Very much so. Very much so. Make me the Frankenstein LMG. Hey, you got the money for it? By all means. We can work something out. Chris L, thanks for the tip. No worries, man. Tactical Gen 3 outdoor. Yeah, all that's information that I said is going to be relevant to that. Again, it's just ultimately going to depend on how you play. Because I know a lot of guys that will use quite literally the exact same gun, but they'll use it two very different ways, or they use it a multitude of different styles. One guy will be literally up front, the first guy to run into conflict. Maybe he'll be the guy that's like trying to clear the buildings first. Like, he is the first one out in the door, right? That's him. He loves to be in the fray of it, just running, gunning, right? You have another guy that maybe sits all the way in the back, right, and wants something to just pick off targets from afar. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Providing a little bit of Overwatch is cool, man. That's a legitimate thing. It's a legitimate strategy there. Well, everyone's focused on what's right in front of them. They forgot about the guy that's maybe a few more yards back, That's a legitimate strat to go with. And again, being able to build your guns accordingly is going to be pretty important, honestly. Being able to build your guns to your style is going to be very imperative to getting more kills on the field. Dartree, hello. Yes. Good to see you as well. Thanks a lot, man. I started not too long ago. I love it. Played a lot of online shooters, and I love CQB at the moment. I got the Eve 9 as my starter gun and was planning on getting a Unicorn Interbarrel. Do it, Macacracker. Do it. I would say doing it now would probably be your best bet. Because, again, like I said, shop is for giveaway tomorrow. $500 are on the line. All you got to do, place a $20 great order. But only for the stream, for the next, basically 20 minutes. For the next 20 minutes, every $50 is equal to 5 entries in the shopping spree. Every $50 subtotal that you place right now is going to be getting you 5 chances of winning. So I'm just throwing that information out. There. But yeah, I'm glad that you picked that one up, and that's a great pick. But yes, going with the Unicorn Inner Barrel setup will definitely help with the range accuracy immensely. Like, you can see the difference for yourself. You don't believe us? Feel free to go and watch the video we did on the Unicorn Barrels when we installed it into both our MGC4 line and a Tokyo Marui MWS gas blowback rifle, and you can see the difference. But got told not to change bucking inner barrel until I use it for closer to a year. It's all individual preference, really. At the end of the day, the bucking inner barrel isn't really one of those things where it's like, one is not going to require you to open up the whole gearbox, right? That's the big thing. Anything that's going to require like opening up the gearbox, I would say, yeah, that I would say you can wait a little bit longer. If you're happy with the performance, then you don't feel the need to do it immediately. But if you do want to see that improvement, then I would say, yeah, like go, by all means, go for it. Because again, it's one of those like the easiest, like literally the easiest upgrade you can do on pretty much any airsoft gun, really. I don't consider accessories or external components upgrades. I mostly consider the internals, right? So bucking, inner barrel, hop-up nub. Thankfully, when you get a unicorn set, it comes with all that. It comes with the bucking, comes with the inner barrel, comes with the hop-up nub. Do the swap, you're done. You don't have to touch it like ever. I mean, maybe once in a while do a tune-up for it, right? If it's been a few years, if you play very often, then yeah. But other than that, nah, man, you're good to leave it alone. Doing good, boys. Thanks. Good. I'm glad to hear it, DJ. I'm glad to hear it. So you can remember, guys, do you have any questions? Put your questions down into the live chat. Put the letter Q right in front of your question. Makes it a lot easier for me to spot and identify. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out our main upload that we did for the main channel. You're killing airsoft, not you specifically, but just in general, right? Where we talk about things where, again, you might be doing or not doing to be, again, helping the growth of airsoft. And again, we already went over, making sure to stay clear of like the very edgy content that you see out there. And I don't mean edgy as in jokes. I mean edgy as in like mag dumping, very aggro behavior, fights. That's just also. And speaking of fights, that was another thing too that I actually talked with Squirrely Nuts Airsoft last night, where one of the things that we talked about a lot was, if you see any sort of like behaviors like that about to start on the field, doing what you can to de-escalate the situation. I was curious if any of you guys have come across this problem where maybe you see a player that's being a little bit aggressive on the field in the sense of he's calling the hits out for other people, right? He's shooting his gun and he's insistent that this person is hit and they're not calling their hits for them. So they'll shout, call your hits, oh, I hit you, all this stuff, right? Stop being a cheater, all this stuff, right? And more than likely, what's very likely happening is he's probably missing. His BBs are not reaching anywhere near as far as they need to, or he hasn't even adjusted his hop. I've seen that firsthand, where players just haven't even adjusted their hop up, and they're insisting that they're hitting their targets when they're not even close. You know what I mean? So that it can be a thing that you might notice. So I've had to tell people, hey, your hop up's not on, or I can see your BB, it's not reaching as far as you think it might be. It might be a little bit of a reality check for some people, but I mean, they need to hear it at the end of the day, right? Because again, we want to make sure we do everything we can to avoid things turning into fights, like discussions or games turning into, brawl sessions. And the last thing we want to do is turn it into a WWE match, right? Especially when there's a bunch of new kids there, newer players that are just starting it out for the first time. They see that, they're going to think immediately, oh man, this is what it's like. I don't want to do this. I don't want to get into a fight. No one should really want to have to get into a fight like that. It's different if you go like fighting recreationally, right? Like doing MMA or boxing or some form of like mixed martial arts or hand-to-hand combat. That's fine, right? Save that for then. This is an airsoft field. We're here to have fun, mess around, look cool in our tactical gear, shoot cool guns, and that's about it. If you feel the need to physically fight someone, if you're in a very bad mood and you can't seem to get rid of it, even when you're playing airsoft, just leave. Seriously, just leave. You're not doing anyone any favors, not even yourself. You're just wasting your own time and money at that point, right? There's no point to being angry during an airsoft game. It's not going to do anyone any favors, and most especially yourself, because you're wasting your time having to come out to the field and money, getting all this stuff when in reality you weren't just going to enjoy it. You weren't going to be able to enjoy it, right? So I would say if you find yourself maybe a moodier person or you're in a bad mood and nothing seems to be working, and just go home. You know what I mean? Now, if you do come across someone who is kind of maybe going through that, maybe do what you can to try to pull them aside and be like, hey, man, it's just a game. It's just tell the ref and they'll take care of it. And even if they don't, so what? And even if they don't, so what? At the end of the day, it's not worth fighting. Like Boaz has actually said before, if he comes across someone who is genuinely not calling their hits, he just moves to a different area. He just moves to a different spot and will play there. There's no point in trying to fight someone for what? For a stupid game of airsoft that we're playing right now? It's not worth it, man. And I get it. Sometimes this is the only thing that you have to look forward to for the entire week. I understand that. I completely understand that sentiment, right? Where it's the one thing that you were looking forward to and someone's ruining it for you. Yeah, it can be a bummer. But you're going to come across that everywhere. No matter what, there's always going to be cheaters. But here's the thing. Cheaters ultimately never win in the end, because the ref at some point or another will eventually catch on and tell them to stop. they will put an end to the behavior or have to remove them from from further airsoft games, like kick them off the field entirely. I see it happen all too often. I've been playing this for 15 years. I've been doing this for 15 years, guys. Like, there's nothing that's really, gonna surprise me per se in terms of like, when cheaters get their just desserts. It's gonna happen, but it's not up to you to really punish them. Just, you got to do what you can to try to avoid or de-escalate any sort of situation from becoming a much bigger issue than it is. Next thing you know, here's some kid with a phone who wants to capture some content, right? Recording this massive airsoft brawl that happened on a field, and now this field is struggling to get attendees at their field, and now airsoft is dead for this area because there's no field and there's nowhere to play, right? This was the one spot that kids had to look forward to, or that people had to go to play this awesome hobby, and now you helped kill it. So in the future, take away from this, just if you see any issue on the field, or if you see anyone that's kind of slightly getting a little aggro, maybe starting to develop some anger, maybe just do what you can to try to like de-escalate it, talk them down a little bit if you can. If you obviously are genuinely afraid for your own personal safety or something, yeah, obviously stay away. But other than that, we're all adults here. We're all like logical, thinking, rational adults. We can all come to the same conclusion that, hey, at the end of the day, I want to have fun. This, what I'm doing now, is not going to help. So that's what I would suggest. That's my piece of advice there. Guys, we were at 40 viewers earlier, but we're only at 23 likes, guys. Make sure to leave a like on this live stream. It lets us know you guys want us to continue. We have 13 minutes left of the stream before we come to a close. So if you haven't already, make sure to get those orders in. Every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into tomorrow's $500 shopping spree giveaway. So don't miss out. And when you order yourself a 900K sub celebration mystery box, you are getting yourself 20 entries automatically into the shopping spree giveaway. So don't miss out and get those orders in. When it comes to the game of Airsoft, it's supposed to be fun. The fact is, when you allow the cheater to make you lose your temper, you're now losing no matter what. You're not having fun anymore. Exactly, man. Exactly. At the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. I kind of view. Okay, it's gonna sound really weird. It's gonna sound really, really weird, and it's a weird parallel to make. But hear me out. I view airsoft cheaters kind of the same way that I view terrorists. Hear me out. Let me cook before everyone jumps. Hear me out. All right. What is the goal of a terrorist? The goal of a terrorist is to make you live in fear, right? Make you live in fear that, again, this is going to happen to you now. This happened, this act of terror that we committed can now happen to anyone else, right? That's the whole idea, right? They want to go ahead and be edgy, make all this content, right? Make themselves feel better, maybe, just basically act like a bully or an asshole, right? That's the whole goal, right? So are you going to let them kill it for you? No, of course not, right? Same way I view with terrorists, right? If they commit an act of terror, am I going to let them ruin my way of living? Am I going to be, a shut-in for the rest of my life indoors because I'm afraid of something happening? No, I'm still going to get on a plane. I'm still going to go and do whatever it is I need to do. Go to any sort of event or public outing. I'm still going to. I'm not going to let them dictate how I live my life, because then if I do, guess what? They've won. They 100% won. There's a funny story. For those that remember, Whiskey, you're old. You should be able to remember this one. I saw your comment in there. There was of course, right? There was a whole the 9/11 incident, right? That happened 2001. South Park. How did they respond to this? Bear in mind, they were, even at the time, considered like the edgiest, the go-to like TV show that you could have watched at the time, right? While still offering quality writing. And I will always respect Matt Stone and Trey Parker for that, because they are legitimate, like some of the best writers that we ever had, right? What do they do? The special or the episode that premieres after 9/11. They straight up like do a whole bit about it as well, where they're all the kids are lined up for school in gas masks and everything. Like, it's like, what the fuck? But hey, they what are they gonna do? You know what I mean? They don't want to live in fear. We're not gonna not go to the airsoft field. We're gonna still play this game that we like. We're not gonna let cheaters dictate our lives at this point. We're gonna continue having a good time and playing the way we're supposed to be playing. And if anything, just laugh it off, because these cheaters aren't that big a deal, man. They're not that big a deal. It's not enough to ruin the entire hobby. If you feel like that's enough to ruin the entire hobby, maybe the problem is you. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. What do you mean come out of the club? You come out of the club. It's like someone who joins a Facebook group or Reddit page only to try and crap on whatever that group is about. Exactly, Flux. Exactly. Nice to meet you, Flux, by the way. Yeah, man. Like that's. I don't understand. Like, again, I don't understand the psychology behind that. Why someone feels the need that Do you feel that pathetic in your life where you need to bully someone else? You need to join a Facebook group just to, harass someone online, or a group and just shit on other people? Like, why? Do you have nothing else in life going? That's why I do the same thing whenever I look at my YouTube comments, right? Whenever I look at comments on our YouTube videos, on our shorts, or on our main videos, especially shorts, when people are like, oh, this is cringe or whatever, I'm like, then why are you watching it? Either way, you're helping us. You gave this a view. You commented on this thing. You are doing exactly what we asked you to do to help support it. So more of this stuff is going to be coming. If you really don't like the content you're seeing, just don't watch it. That goes for anything. If you don't like the content that you're seeing of someone or something, just don't watch it. There's no need to dislike something. Not unless you're, I don't know, even then it's kind of like, even then makes, unless it's like really bad, like genuinely something that's like hurtful, harmful, or just not good or disturbing, then yeah, I would say maybe dislike it. But in general, I don't dislike videos on YouTube or any sort of content for that matter. I just don't like it. I just don't watch it, or I don't give it the view that it actually needs. I'll just be like, okay, I'll go back, right? Like, that's all you have to do. That is all you have to do, right? The fact that you are, being active in this video, right? It's getting a lot of, activity going on there. That only makes the video that much more popular, and YouTube is even more likely now to recommend that video to you. It's now even more likely to recommend something like that because, again, you're interacting with it, Don't look at me. I don't. Here's when I. What the frick? I just wish people would stop giving some of these v-holes mad support on their cringy airsoft videos. They really did ruining it. I do try to avoid it once I realize what's going on, or stop watching. And Winter's actually saying, no, everyone's guilty of this. Everyone is guilty of watching one or two like cheater videos or fight videos or mag videos. And here's the thing: we were all young, and even then, we didn't know. We didn't really think about the impact that it can have, and we're not really mad at anyone for doing that. We're disappointed more than anything of people who realize this, who are told the information, and then continue to go down that path. That's what we get upset about, is that because we've been very vocal about this. We've been very vocal about, that sort of behavior. And we tell people, maybe that's not the best idea. And they'll listen and then continue doing it because out of selfish reasons, right? Or they're like, oh, it doesn't matter. You guys are just being, just being pansies or whatever. And it's like, I get it. I get what you're coming from, man. But at the end of the day, like, what we're saying is true. It's 100% fact. This is what's going to happen if we keep doing this, right? But what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Sometimes the world just doesn't want to listen to reason. Sometimes people just don't want to listen. Hi, I have a question. Do I have to, what does that say? Add an inner barrel after recrown an inner barrel after cut? Yes, in INIX, 100%. You have to make sure that you cut and crown your inner barrels after you have cut them for size. After you've cut them, you need to make sure that they are properly crowned to make sure that they're actually going to work. Otherwise, you will indeed get problems. I guarantee you, it's not going to work the same. HPA ideas were such a cool idea until the bad eggs have used them incorrectly. Yeah, fortunately, I don't think that they're completely ruined because, again, they are a fantastic system. The system itself is phenomenal. It works great. That's coming from someone that doesn't like HPA. I don't like HPA stuff. But guess what? Even I can recognize that it's basically a near perfect system if you want absolute control and consistency. There's nothing that's going to come close to it. However, it's just not my cup of tea, and you are right in the one sense where it does now have a very, very overall negative perception on it. There's a very negative connotation that comes with, running an HPA engine, and a lot of HPA users are some of the best, airsofters that I know. Not even skill-wise, just as attitude, right? They're great airsofters, they're great members of the community, but unfortunately they get a lot of looks and they're discriminated against. Quite literally, fields will have rules specifically for HPA players. Do I agree with some of those rules? Maybe, but even then, I feel like sometimes it's a little much. It's just maybe a little too much. Tomby, I have the advantage of playing on private property with close friends, so we always call hits. It's GG's and lets it run back super easy. I've trained with real steel, so I have an advantage on noob. I mean, yeah, but here's the thing, Tomby, just make sure you do your part too to also train those same noobs that you're dunking on, so that way you give them a fair chance. Because again, it ain't no fun just hitting targets that don't realistically stand a chance against you. That's what I would say about that. But yes, it is nice to be able to play on private property as well. Gnarls, what food do you bring to MSW? Ooh, this is a great question. I tend not to eat as much as I like looking for something delicious. Honestly, Gnarls, I don't really eat a lot when it comes to MSW events, especially force-on-force events. I typically don't bring a whole lot of food with me. It's enough to get me started. Here's the hacks. And you can go with the cheapest option, literally. A jar of peanut butter and a bag of bread, like a loaf of bread, like just the whole loaf of bread, right, sliced, bag of bread, and some peanut butter. I shit you not, that is literally all I bring whenever I play at an MSW event. That and of course my water. I have a nice big thing of water that I carry with me that should last me, and I ration that out. Again, I don't really eat a ton during MSW events. I like to keep it light. If I feel kind of snackish, I'm like, and I have a break, I'm like, okay, I should probably get some food in me, right? I'll have like, a peanut butter, slice of bread, and that's it. That is literally all I eat, right? It's enough to keep me satiated, keep it going. I know it's basically like it's 48 hours, so yeah, I get it. But I mean, at the end of the day, I eat breakfast that Friday, so realistically, it's only Saturday and a little bit of Sunday that I need to really focus on like eating enough, and that's pretty much it. Peanut butter bread is honestly like the way to go. The problem with granola bars, Winners Ash, is that unless they're like homemade or they're like the really, really healthy kind, granola bars are basically just as bad as candy bars. If you really want that, you can. I'm not going to stop anyone. But for me, I always feel like, I don't know, it's just too much sugar in my honest opinion. Like, I'd rather just straight up go with peanut butter and like that's it. And I'm pretty much chilling, right? I'm super bad at eating at Force on Force. Here's the thing, same. I sometimes forget to eat. I have to be told. Boaz is usually the one that has to remind me to eat something. Because honestly, I get so into it whenever I play that my adrenaline's like off the charts, dude. Like I will like go nonstop. I feel like it's very easy for me to just continuously go nonstop. And I have pretty good endurance. I have really good endurance. I can keep going, right? That's one thing that I'm very grateful for. God gave me and blessed me with pretty good endurance and a good mindset to just not quit, right? So I can keep going all night if I have to. Wow, this sounds really bad, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like I can keep playing for a very long time, but I have to have my teammates actually tell me like, hey, sit down, chill the fuck out, and eat something, right? Because we're not going to get a break for a while. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. And then I'll go in and actually eat something. And if I need to, I'll take a nap. Honestly, naps are really good when at MSW sometimes. When I finally get a good spot in, right, when I'm nice and warm and toasty, I have to use a lot of heat warmers or hand warmers. I stuff them in my shirt, in my shoes sometimes. I fall asleep like a baby, dude. I'll fall asleep for like a good hour, maybe 2 hours the entire event. And I'm good, man. I feel great. It's awesome. Abraham Domingo, good to see you as well. Good. Been gone for a while. What happened to the limited edition MGC4 Mark IIs? Well, we do have plenty of MGC4 Mark IIs available, but, some of them might have sold out in that time frame. Isaias, is it true that I've been hearing rumors that Warped Ops in Castaic is considered not allowing HP at all? I haven't heard anything on that front in terms of them banning it entirely. I'm not a regular at Warped Ops. I'd have to ask the guys that I know if that is indeed true, but to be honest, I would not be surprised if that is indeed the case. This is the same as Real CO2A. Don't blame the tool. No, I'm 100% on the same side. I think as long as there are generally rules for that, again, just ensuring that tournament locks are there. You know what I mean? For HP engine, that's pretty much all you can really expect. That's pretty much all you should ever ask for. I think banning the system outright is kind of dumb, in my honest opinion. I don't support it, even though I don't like HPA. I don't support the idea of banning it altogether. But again, we're not Warped Ops. You know what I mean? That's their policy. They honestly, a lot of times when I talk to field staff, they actually have legitimate reasons for doing it, and I can see where they're coming from. Not that I agree with it, but I understand it. It is understandable where they are coming from. E. Sanchez, next Mayo Gang meeting. Very good question. We're thinking maybe sometime late October, maybe even November. We'll have to see the next buy-sell trade event. That might be the case. Abraham doing a never got mine. DM us. We might be something else going on there. We might have been out of stock. And we might have let you know. You might not have seen the email or something. I'm not too sure. Again, DM us. Live chat function on the website. Peanut butter and a spoon. Shadow goes. Yeah, if you wanna go no carbs. Yeah, you 100%. Well, are there carbohydrates in peanut butter? I don't know. I'm not gonna get into the science of this, but yes, you could just do peanut butter and a spoon. Honestly, you could do that as well. You don't hang out with Nature Valley Basics. You can. I've done it before, but honestly, I just don't like a ton of sugar. And the less sugar I have, the better. Honestly, I want to focus mostly on simple sugars, maybe a few carbs here and there, protein, and that's the biggest thing. Right? It's been pretty common for some of us to even bring Lunchables. Sometimes, the Lunchables, the ham and cheese. Bring some of those, and that's kind of like what a lot of our guys like to run with. Garland Freeman, you ever going to do anything in Texas? Yes, we typically do have BB Wars events out in Texas. We couldn't do it this year just because scheduling was absolutely terrible. Timing for everything just didn't fall into place. But we usually do a BB Wars event out in Texas. All right, guys, that is going to be the end of the stream itself. Guys, it is now 4:30 sharp, and I do end these streams on the dot. So, guys, again, for a shout-out to everyone that placed their orders during the duration of the stream. If you guys got $50 subtotals or higher, you got extra entries into tomorrow's shopping spree giveaway. Again, it pays to be watching the stream, guys. It always pays off. Make sure to leave a like on this live stream. Let me know you guys like the content that you're seeing. Again, share this around with as many people as possible. Remember, tomorrow is our $500 shopping spree giveaway, so don't miss out. Place those orders before, so any $20 or greater order automatically gets you an entry. However, if you order yourself this 900K sub celebration mystery box, that's an automatic 20 entries. Don't miss the opportunities that are handed out to you guys. It's been absolutely real. I'll be seeing every single one of you guys during tomorrow's shopping spree giveaway. Take it easy, guys.